Hey guys, thanks for joining me this week on For All Things Lexington. It's the only show dedicated to Lexington, South Carolina. Here, you'll hear me talk to people, groups, bands, and organizations about where to go, what to do, and who's who in and all around our beautiful Lake Murray. I'm your host, Angela Barrett, and this is For All Things Lexington.
The For All Things Lexington podcast has been brought to you in part by Newcomers Community Club of Lexington, South Carolina, extending a welcoming hand to both newcomers and existing residents of the Lexington, South Carolina area at newcomerslexsc.org.
Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I have Patsy Johns. She is the founder of the Newcomers and Community Club of Lexington, South Carolina. Newcomers and Community Club. Yeah, I said Newcomers Community Club. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you. So tell me actually what the Newcomers and Community Club of Lexington is.
We are a nonprofit. Part of our mission is to engage with the public. We focus on education, opportunities to give back to the community. We're a charitable organization, and we have fun. We socialize, go out to dining out, or we have a lady that's marvelous about planning hikes. So we get together and play cards. We have bunco, and then we have, for the really intelligent people, we have mahjong.
Okay. What is that?
It's a tile game.
So what? Oh, a tile. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think I've heard, now I know what you're talking about, but I would mutilate that word if I tried to say it, as most people know. So now, it's called Newcomers. Is it for just people coming into town?
We're open to anyone 18 and above. Community is invited. They add value to our organization because, of course, they've been here. They know what we need to know about the community. So, no, it's not just for newcomers. It is for existing residents that's looking for an opportunity to socialize, to get more involved, and add value to our community.
So, now how did you come up with this idea? What made you start this?
My husband got transferred to Nashville, Tennessee. I had never left the upstate, so my roots really deep. So when we relocated, I was not going to be able to go back to work for health reasons. So I, looking at the local newspaper, saw an ad under calendar events for a newcomers luncheon in Hendersonville, Tennessee. So I called the number, found a lady to connect with, got an invitation to come to their next luncheon. I went. They were very gracious. They floored me with all they had going on. So I was active there for 10 years. And after 10 years, Paul and I relocated here when he retired. So first thing I did was come to the chamber to see if they had a newcomers group, because my family's in the upstate. Paul grew up here. So I was still in a situation where I didn't know anybody. So I came to the chamber and they didn't have one, but the administrative assistant told me that part of what they wanted to develop was one. They had a nice database of people that had come in and inquired about such an organization. So I went home that night and I thought about it, and I was like, you were on the board of directors for 10 years. You were responsible for the newsletter, and you know the ins and outs of getting one up and going and making it successful. So I got up the next day, came to the chamber and told them, I'll be the president if you'll provide me the list and if you will support us with your location. They thought it was a tremendous idea, and Jill's been an amazing supporter for us. So that's how we got started. We started in August of 2021.
And how many members do you have now?
We have 64.
And what would you say your mainly women, mainly men, age group, kind of, where do they fall? I know you said 18 and up, but usually a group like that, they're sort of lands up.
Yeah, I would say we are more inclined right now for people that are usually retired, those that have retired early, and then we have members on up to 90. One of the exciting things I love about this one that's different than the one in Tennessee is we have the men are very active. They participate in a lot of our activities. So that gives it a really neat dynamic.
Yeah.
From what I had before.
Now, I know that there is a small fee to be a member, probably accountability for one, but I'm sure that y'all use it for, lots of other things. And I know that you guys have a monthly luncheon and some other activities, like you said, hikes, and I know a bunko night you said, and I think I saw a wine night, and, I know y'all go to different places sometimes to eat and that kind of thing. So just a good friendship group. Tell me about some of the charities that y'all work with.
Basically, what we focus is each month we try to choose a charity rather than doing cash because, again, we rely on dues. We're not in it to receive income. So our members will bring a wish list that we have gotten from the charities. GiveAsian, another organization, we partner with them several times. One was to do toiletries for veterans. We did the same with the VFW. She came and spoke, and we donated toiletries for the homeless vets that they serve. We have done soul stepping, which we donated shoes for their program that they have, that they give children shoes in December. We have Mission Lexington. We have had a food drive, and we've also had a toiletries drive for them. For the Nancy K. Perry Children's Shelter, we blessed them with paper goods.
Mm-hmm.
So we did Pop-Tarts with Ronald McDonald House. So fun thing.
Right.
Again, that allows the members to contribute what they're comfortable contributing. So it's kind of fun.
And so I knew about the Nancy K. Perry and the paper goods and the Pop-Tarts. That sounds sort of interesting, actually. And so, I mean, really, down to the basics, the purpose of this group is really more like a friend networking, friendship, sort of give back to the community.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I missing anything? I mean, not that that's not enough. Don't get me wrong.
Well, it's amazing the value of the relationships we're making. A lot of our members have relocated and are not. They came here maybe to be near their grandchildren or their children, but some actually have come that don't have a lot of family here. So unfortunately, we've been through a lot of crises.
Sure.
And it was amazing how we were able to support our members when they're going through a difficult time. So the relationships we're building are really strong.
Yeah, I would imagine. Now, if people want to be involved, how do they, where do they find out about you?
Well, the Chamber, of course, allows us to keep our business cards on their front table. We just had our new website go live this week, and it's Newcomers, lexsc.org. And it's very comprehensive. It gives you a good idea of what we're about and pictures of some of the activities of what we've done. So we're hoping with that word of mouth. I have some wonderful members that belong to one of the local fitness clubs, and she's always promoting us. Again, Angel has been amazing in helping us. So that's pretty much the way things roll, by word of mouth. And
so what do you think? You said you had about 66 members. How many, when you first started, how many did you, and how fast did that grow? You was 21, right?
Pardon? Yes, 2021. Our first meeting, we had 33 for our first one.
Oh, wow. And all of those became members?
Not all of them, but I would say about 30.
Gotcha.
But that includes spouses. We count the spouses as members since they're so active.
Right. Now, during your luncheons, I know that you hold here monthly at the Chamber. you have always a speaker to give some sort of education, the part that you were talking about, the education part. Tell me about that.
Well, this month our luncheon is next Tuesday, the 16th, and we have Pathways to Healing coming. They are a support group for people that need healing from abuse, sexual type things. We have had a local author that came one meeting at the very beginning. Soul Stepping came and showed their program. We had Todd Ziegler and his companion or his support person came to teach us about blood, stopping the flow. And then also to come teach us what to do about responding to a crisis if there were to be a live shooting or anything like that. So they did an excellent job with that. So it just varies.
Right.
We had a master gardener that's come a couple of times that gave us some good ideas. We've had a lady that did design that came and was amazingly spoke a great deal about color and how you choose color to decorate your home. And it was amazing. You would think she didn't have but just a few things to say, but she was really quite informative.
That is amazing. And I would have wished I'd have been here for the master gardener. Now, when y'all go to some of the restaurants that y'all go to, because do y'all stay within that Lexington area, or do you go outside of that? Or
primarily, we have tried to support in Lexington.
Right.
There's not a lot of the restaurants here that can support a group because we usually have 15 to 18 people that usually go dining out. And so that's our main challenge in trying to stay local. It's finding the restaurants that will encourage us to come and support them.
Right. So now, tell the people who are listening what it really means to be, or what they can gain from being in a group like this, since it's not just newcomers. And I hope a lot of newcomers do listen because, what a wonderful, I've been here a long time, 30-something years. But what a blessing for newcomers to be able to come and have people help them figure out things in the town, or who to go to for this or that, and what dentist, whoever. But what would they gain other than the knowledge, obviously, of the town? But if they're not newcomers and they just need to be a part, they want to be a part of something, what do you think?
Well, like any social type organization, some people are just sitting back, starved for social outlet. Again, the relationships we build. When they're close and you care about each other, you respond to their needs. It's a lifesaver.
Right.
I've had several of my members tell me it was a life-saving thing that they came to know about newcomers because they were floundering.
Right.
They were, at home, had no idea what to do. Again, we have several of our members that volunteer at Mission Lexington. So they're very happy to get involved in the community.
And now, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all have all, book club and all these other activities that do, but you're not required to go to all of that, right?
No, ma'am. It's geared to whatever appeals to you. I have some that only come to the luncheon. I have some that only do one or two of the activities. We're always open to new ideas on activities to start or to plan events to participate in going out and finding out more about South Carolina in the Lexington area, but even the upstate and the low country, hopefully to plan activities that will get us out and to see what surrounds us, because part of what makes Lexington great is we are in the middle of the state. We are close to the mountain.
Right.
We are close to the beach, and there's a lot of history here. So we're just always open to ideas on fun things to do.
Right. Well, it sounds like a great group. Well, I know it's a great group. I've actually been to one of the luncheons. So. And it was delightful meeting, and I ended up knowing a few people in there, and it was very nice. Well, I thank you so much for being with me today, and want to make sure I didn't leave anything out that we need to make sure everybody knows.
Tell your friend.
Tell your friends. There you
A
go.
realtor, and you've got new people coming to the area, let them know that,
Oh, that's a good idea. All right, realtors, you hear that, right?
yeah. So, and spread word of mouth.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Angela.
Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me today, and I hope you enjoyed the show. If you'd like to be a guest on the show or know someone you'd like to see on the show, contact me at forallthingslexington.com. That's the number 4, allthingslexington.com.
The For All Things Lexington podcast has been brought to you in part by Newcomers Community Club of Lexington, South Carolina, extending a welcoming hand to both newcomers and existing residents of the Lexington, South Carolina area at newcomerslexsc.org.
And by Angela Barrett at HomeMattersSC.com, building on what matters to you.